Hey everyone, I wanted to throw together a quick video on this little project that I did today. As you can see, it's a kayak rack for the garage. And this took me a couple of hours to make today. I just finished it just a little bit ago. Got the supplies last night, started on it this morning and knocked it out pretty quick. You know, I sketched it up last night real quick too. A couple of disclaimers on this. One, I'm not a carpenter, but I know how to use a saw, I know how to use a screw gun, and I know how to use a tape measure. So this was pretty easy to make. The second disclaimer is this is not my idea. If you're searching for kayak rack ideas on the internet, you're probably going to see this one a few times because this is where I got it. Now this is designed specifically for what I need in my garage. So there is some variation between this one and the ones that you'll see out there. So I'll go over this real quick. Previously, I had a trailer in here, and the trailer was wide enough to where I could stack two kayaks next to each other. The problem was it took up a lot of space. Not only did it take up a lot of space, but it blocked that shelving over there. And whenever I needed to get into the shelving and get stuff off the shelves, it was really difficult to do that. Sometimes I would even have to pull the trailer out to get to the bottom two shelves, and that's a big pain in the butt. So I wanted something that was going to be functional in here for me as well. So with this, I've got wheels on it, as you can see. I got casters, and it rolls pretty easy. It's pretty stable for the most part. You know, I just used 2x4s, just some basic studs. I didn't buy the expensive stuff, but you know, I got about $25 in the wood, and then another probably $20 in the wheels. You can pick all this stuff up at Lowe's, just like I did. So where this becomes functional for me is you know, I made it tall enough, just tall enough to where I can get it in and out of the garage. The garage door clearance is 80 inches, so this is just below that. And then of course I made it wide enough to where I can fit my big kayak in here. As you can see, I've got the two smaller kayaks. You know these two 10-foot kayaks that we have down here. These are ones that my son and I use quite a bit whenever we head to the river and float and fish there. And then this is my lake kayak. This is a big old FS 128T, Ascend FS 128T. This thing's about 100 pounds without anything in it. And I've got stuff inside the kayak that I never take out. You know that I need. Tackle and other things like that. So this thing is over 100 pounds for me. So the reason why I have it on the middle rack is to help me load it and unload it from the truck. I don't use a trailer anymore, like I said earlier. So this goes in and out of the truck bed. And by putting it up here on this middle rack, it just slides right off the rack, right into the truck bed, and I can slide it out of the truck, right onto this rack as well. And I can roll this cart out there too. So I don't have to worry about getting the truck in the right position. I can always move this out there. I also bought the casters with the locking wheels, so I can roll it out there, lock it in place, load it and unload it without the cart flying all over the place. So anyway, this is a smaller footprint than the trailer, which is nice because I get some floor space back in the garage. And my wife parks over here, and I pretty much use the rest of the garage for all my stuff. As you can see, I have way too much stuff for this small of a garage. But anyway, I try to make things work. This is why things like this is very important to me. I threw a couple little hooks up here to hold paddles. You know that took just a few minutes to do. And whenever I'm not using it, I just slide it into place over here. It rolls pretty easy. You know, the wheels have to turn. That's in the way. That didn't help. It rolls easier without stuff in the way. And then I can just push it right up against the shelving just like that, and I've got all this floor space. And then, again, if I ever need to get into the shelving, I just roll this out. And I can have access to it. Pretty stable. You know, I was a little concerned that I was going to have to brace it up a little bit more, but as it is right now, it's pretty stable. So I don't suspect I'm going to have to do much more bracing on it, but we'll see as time goes along and I move it around and things kind of work themselves loose. We'll see. I did do some extra bracing right here. because again, this is a big, super heavy kayak, and I just didn't want this to fail. So I put an extra 2x4 underneath this on all 4 corners to help brace that. So I don't think that that's going to have an issue at all whatsoever. So I did take some time-lapse video of me making this, so I'll throw this at the end of the video so you guys can kind of watch and see how I did things. Again, I just do things out of my garage, so it's not super professional looking or anything like that. But if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer questions. Just leave comments below or ask questions below, and I'll be more than happy to get back with you on that. Just a couple of things here. So this piece here is 5 foot. This thing's 5 foot long, and these side and these sideboards here are about 3 feet. So what I did is I just took an 8 foot 2x4, cut a 5 foot section, and then used the leftover, which is little under 3 feet because of the saw blade. I just made it like that, which was plenty wide enough for this kayak. This thing is 33 inches wide, and I think this thing ended up being like 36 and a half inches wide after I built it. So anyway, hope somebody gets some useful information out of this. If they're looking at building one of these themselves, like I said, this thing is designed to work for me in my garage, and I like the way that it turned out. It's not super pretty, but if a guy was inclined to put some paint on it or even stain it a little bit, it might look a little bit better. So anyway, again, if you have any questions, let me know. Leave comments, ask me questions below. Thanks.